welcome back to Ormsby Farm, the halfway homestead. On today's day in the life video, we've waited until a little bit later in the evening because it is only like 4 billion degrees here in Georgia. And what we're doing is we're taking care of Mother Clucker Village. We're going to get wood chips kind of leveled out again, take out all the nasty ones, refill waters, food, baths, so on and so forth. We're going to do that. I'm going to be pulling some of the plants that just did not do well in the garden. And we're also going to make a really fun, kind of cool treat for the chickens, but I'll also have another separate video on that too. So anyways, if that's something that interests you, stick around. If you're new here, hey, I am Casey from Ormsby Farm, the halfway homestead. I was a city boy that moved to the country, that moved back to the city, and now I'm getting ready to move back to the country. So if those type of videos interest you, homesteading, backyard chickens, canning and cooking from scratch, I hope you go ahead and subscribe down below and press that bell icon because you'll be notified anytime that I put new videos out on YouTube. So enough of me blah blah blahing. Let's go ahead and let the chickens out. We're gonna let them free range for a while so we can clean all their coops, and then we'll get started on the garden.
Ormsby Farms and the halfway homestead.
Alrighty, y'all. So heading over to Mother Clucker Village, we're going to let them out, and as you see, the cucumbers, them's about dead. They didn't do too well, but I kind of knew this year was not going to be the best garden year because it's the first year for the hugelkultur method that I did. But also our pepper plants did this year. So let's go in because they're ready to go out. So let me set you up and let's go ahead and let the Williams out to free range while I get their coop together. Alrighty, let's let them out, let them free range. Y'all, I do this because otherwise they would be underneath my feet as I was cleaning. When I say underneath, I mean all the way underneath, like 15 little lost ducks. But what I'm doing basically is we're pulling everything out. We're pulling everything out, all of the food bowls, water bowls. We're going to spray, wash, clean, all of that kind of stuff. And then I'm pulling out even the roost. Now, up in another video coming soon, I am getting new roosts because those roosts are looking a little bit shabby, y'all, a little bit shabby, but they are getting new roosts. I just haven't had that video out yet. Now what I'm doing is I was scraping everything out of there. I kind of cleaned by pulling up some of the poop. So I get all the poop that I can see, and then all the rest of the wood chips, I'm going to scrape out where there's good circulation. And I'm putting that Saturday lime down everywhere, inside, outside, all. It's going to take away that smell. It's kind of like the PDZ that I used to use, but I've started using the Saturday lime. You see I'm kind of mixing it in, and now I'm taking another bag of the wood chips, and I'm putting all fresh in their little coop area, because that doesn't have as much circulation as out in these runs. Now they have circulation with the window and the 4 different little ventilations at the top, but they got fresh in there. We're going to do fresh nesting boxes in a second, but I'm going down. We're flipping it around because you thought it was drooping a little bit, their little bath area, getting fresh water, fresh food bowls, fresh big waters, and giving them a little bit of treat so that everybody gets inside, because that's usually the struggle. I'm doing the same thing over in the Williams area. The only thing about theirs is theirs floats down to the side and the Williams floats down to the back. Their roosting nest is not as bad, but they're getting a new one too. They're getting one that's a little bit different from the Williams because they're only 7. Same thing, putting down the Saturday lime in here, wood chips, everything looking fresh. Flip it over clean. Let's give them new fresh water, new fresh bath, and some food because they fats. And they fats. That's so they go. Look right there. One of the Ishas loves the little cooling area. She stands and keeps her. That's how she stays cool through the summer. You see, I'm pulling out the cucumbers because they're dead, and pulling out the peppers because they've done nothing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead probably in a month or so, and I'm going to put in my garlic and onions for next spring. But I just want to turn over the soil, my little hugelkultur soil, get it all nice and fresh. And y'all, it's still 4 billion degrees. Alrighty, y'all, so it's the next day You know, yesterday we went ahead and cleaned up their coop and gave them some fresh straw and all that kind of stuff. So now me and Mom, say hi, Mom. Hello, hello. There she is. We're going out to give some treats. We got some mealworms and a little mixture that I did on a different video that would have come out today. That we're gonna give them some of the leftovers and see how they like it. But also we may do a little fun extra on this day in the life and set up a pool for them to get in and have some grapes and some mealworms and stuff in the pool for them to kind of fish for. So we'll see. We saw it on, where'd you see it, Mom? Facebook or Instagram? Facebook. We saw it on Facebook, and so we're gonna see if it works. So let's go ahead and I'll meet you out in Mother Clucker Village with all of the new supplies to get their nesting box set up and give them some treats. All right, y'all, we're over in Mother Clucker Village now, and what we're gonna do is I'm letting them out to kind of free range over here. So we're gonna try the snacks on them. I think Mother Guest has disappeared. Don't really know where she is. Oh, she's checking for eggs, but she has the treat bowl, so that's the most important part. And I will give them a little bit out here, and then we're gonna change the nesting boxes together and show you what I put in my nesting box when I do it and why. But this mixture of the cool grubs, because I was graciously sent a bag to sample with my chickens. They love dried mealworms, so I'm really excited. Mom, what are you doing?
Get them away from me.
It's a struggle to record when you got 13 people that don't want to work with you. So I don't even know where I ended. What was I talking about? Cut! Alrighty, y'all, so I can't remember what I was talking about, and I forgot to record the first part. As you see, they're eating. We're gonna give them just a little bit more so y'all can see that they really do love it. Here you go, Ann. Here you go, dude. Here you go. So now we're gonna head over to their nesting boxes, change it out, and then put some lavender flower and rosemary in it. Are y'all okay staying out here while I'm changing everything? All right, see you later. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm actually in the coop now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out the nesting box. We're gonna change what the liner that's in there. That liner is, you can compost it. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. We're gonna put some fresh wood in. But first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some lime at the bottom of the nesting boxes. That will keep all of the little parasites and that kind of buggy wuggies out of the nesting box, and then we'll put the paper on and put some lavender flower and rosemary, because that's both good for their immune system, for their stress level and anxiety and all that kind of stuff. So it really does help it out. So let's go ahead and we're going to grab first the nesting box.
We need to get new roosts today, Casey.
I don't know if you heard Mom talking off the camera, but we're looking into getting new roosts for their areas because the roosts that we have suck. I don't know how else to say it. But you see the nesting boxes has the little liner. It's been in here for a hot minute, so that's why I'm taking it out. You can leave it for a while, but we're gonna give it a little bit of a fresh. I'm gonna get that out, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna tilt you down, and we're gonna go and we're gonna put some lime in it, and then the new stuff, and then some lavender flowers, and some rosemary. So let me tilt you down. Alrighty, y'all, so what I'm doing right now is I have my fresh sheet, got my flowers and my dried rosemary, and I have the lime. I'll leave a link down below of this. This is the first Saturday lime. It's really popular on Instagram and stuff now, and it works wonderfully. It really does work. Really, really good. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of it, and I'm just gonna dust the bottom of my nesting box. Just give her a little dust. And then I'm going to put the new paper liner. Hey, stop doing it my butt. There's one of them. Hey.
Andy, cut it out.
Getting it all nice and set up right here. I'm going to do just a little bit more of the dusting right over the top. Go in there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the rosemary. I'm going to do this much for this here. And I'm going to pull it off. And just dust it over that right here, you see? I'm even gonna put this probably in there too. Their nesting box. Because this really does help their stress and anxiety, and with the heat, you don't want them to be super stressed. And then I'm gonna put some lavender flowers in it. I'm I'm gonna put a good amount because that's why I bought these at the store, at the farmer's market. It's for their nesting box. So now we're good. It's all fresh. We're gonna go put it up and then we're gonna go over to the Jacksons. All right, y'all, we are in the Jacksons now and we're gonna see, they're a little more skittish than the other ones. So we're gonna see if they come to food, which they usually do. Come on, y'all. Come on, Michael. Do y'all like this? Here you go, Mike. Alrighty, so here we are at the Jacksons nesting box. Same thing, cleaning it out. It's been in for a while. I'm going to spread this out because they like to keep that around. Put that away. What I'm going to do right here first, again, I'm going to put some of the First Saturday lime. Sprinkle in the bottom. We're going to fit this in. And they'll fit it how they like it too, so you ain't got to worry too much about that. I'm going to sprinkle it again, just a little bit over the top of it. We're going to give them some lavender flowers. Again, this is really good for the anxiety, and the Jacksons got a lot of it. And then I'm just going to do that. Some of the rosemary in there. And then the final, we get all of it off. Then this right here, I'm just going to tuck in there. And then theirs is ready. And I got 2 of the American breast eggs. Y'all will see in a future video, the Blands came to visit me here at the homestead. So that will be on a video, and I'm collecting American breast eggs because I'm trying to convince Eric and Monica that they need to go to American breast for all of their meat birds. So getting that together. But let's put this in and then wrap this video up. Alrighty, so as you can tell, it's boiling hot. And we're gonna wait till it gets a little bit more shaded, and then we're gonna show you a little pool hack that we saw on Facebook. So wait until then, I'll see you shortly. Alrighty, y'all, it's later in the day, and we are going now to try this little trend. So what people are doing is they're putting grapes and mealworms and that kind of stuff in the bottom of a shallow, small pool and filling it up with a little bit of cold water and seeing if the chickens will get in to hunt for those things. So we're going to get it all set up in a little pool and test it out. So Mom has got the hose going over there. We were going to use our rain catchment water, but because they're in black trash cans, we're thinking it's probably going to be a little too hot, which would defeat the purpose of the chicken standing in it. So let's go ahead and get it going and then show you. All right, now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to put this here, see if some jump on that, some jump on the other one. I'm going to get some mealworms. We'll treat stuff like with the seeds and everything. I don't know if you can see me. I don't even know if I'm in the camera. You'll be able to see the chickens. So we're going to let them out and let it do its thing. As you can see, I'm glistening, and this has been really cute, but we're going to try to enjoy it now. Mom's trying to get cocoa. Oh, and Bailey coming after you. Look like don't touch. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm glistening, but this has been really cute and fun, and it does work. We're going to try it with a bigger pool, probably, but now we're going to sit and enjoy and have a glass of iced tea. Mine's a long version. And just enjoy the steamy hot weather that Georgia's offering. I don't know if you can see how I'm glistening under my eyes. But thank you for joining me for a day in a life, even though it was more like 24 hours in a life because it was between 2 days. But I thank y'all for sticking along with me. And make sure if you're enjoying this content to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And press the bell icon because YouTube will notify you anytime I put out new videos, which is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I go live Monday and I go live Tuesday with our podcast. So also follow me on social media because I'll keep you up to date on all that stuff at Instagram, Facebook, and Threads, all at Ormsby Farms. And I will see y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all. Be blessed.